Na one bla Mary name belong em Lona Nicole, emi mama bla 5 bla piginini. Only katimem, na only kilimem. Because she was accused of sorcery by this man. Now this man, emi is around also one bla prayer warrior. And we have a lot of so-called prayer warriors in this country. Na emi go, na emi point him la one bla Mary, na emi tokol sem des bla Mary emi sangoma. Yupla kilimem. Sabos only thing also in parliament emi weak. Only thing also in police emi weak. Na only thing also in judiciary emi weak. Only by still go out and making this plaka and bagara come up lol mama. Life is tough in Papua New Guinea, and I want to particularly speak to the young men out there who have a partner. You yet one and bahad lo lugat in Mary Pigni Blue this lakan time.
May I ask him, Governor Sepik Honorable Alan Bird?
There's a key point that we seem to be missing, and I want to draw on what the Prime Minister always says, and that is that he wants to build a strong economy. And I think the chairman of the committee, the Honorable Paul Sparkop, alluded to it. Half of our citizens are women. And if we look at the successful countries in this world, they have learned to enhance the talent and the energy of their women. So if we want to be a strong country economically, then it stands to reason that we can't just have half of our workforce being deployed. We need to deploy the other half. And I think that is something when we start to look at, and you look at the genesis of the committee, we started off as a committee that was seeking to stand up against violence against women. So we were a gender violence committee in the last committee, last parliament. In this parliament is the gender equity that was brought in and changed the definition of the committee. So we are looking more towards not just the violence against women, but also the empowerment of women. And I think there's a key point that also was kind of alluded to by the governor of Morobe in the buai selling at the markets. Life is tough in Papua New Guinea, and I want to particularly speak to the young men out there who have a partner. You yet one and bahad lo lugat in Mary Pigni Blue this lakan time. 2 incomes are better than 1. So it makes sense for us to empower women, not just at the national level, but also at the family level, so that the high expenses of living in this country can be met by the family unit. Now, I didn't want to just speak today, but I also wanted to give some statistics. Now, those who were in the previous parliament, I want to thank you for your support when I brought a bill that we called the Glassman Bill to the floor, and some of you will recall. And this House passed that bill unanimously. Mi hama mastru lo tok sabe lo yup lo olga leader stop olsem. On the 12th of March, the first glassman by the name of James Mon, Lokumul number 1 village in Morobe, sorry Governor, was convicted and imprisoned for 5 years. Now this man, is around also one prayer warrior. And we have a lot of so-called prayer warriors in this country. Na emi go, na emi point him la one bla Mary, na emi tokol sem des bla Mary emi sangoma. Yupla kilimem. Na one bla Mary name belong em Lona Nicole, emi mama bla 5 bla piginini. Only katimem, na only kilimem. Because she was accused of sorcery by this man. Now, had we not passed that bill, this glass man, he would have gone free. Because we passed a law on this floor, I want to commend Her Honor, Justice Paloma Kiele, for passing this landmark decision. So first glass man, I'm back of 5 years, Karabus now, Morobe. And thank you leaders for your support. And support play make him na yumi inap lock up in this kind something. Let me also state that currently before the courts, there are 86 glassman now only waiting in court na stop. 86 pla. We also have 12 that the police released in Jiwaka that need to be rearrested and brought back in. And I want to appeal to the policemen. You bla walking walk bla na karimikam na larim koti walking walk blangem. We cannot give license to these kind of perpetrators. Suppose only thing on some parliament every week, only thing on some police every week, now only thing on some judiciary every week. Only by still go out and making this plaka and bagara come up lol mama. Remember the youngest person that was accused of sorcery, now only rape him, na brook him or bun blong him. She was 5 years old. That happened in our country. It happened under our watch. Now this la parliament must have him neck blow him na talk no God na no more. Stop him. We cannot operate under the disguise of Christianity and call ourselves prayer warriors. Na by mi kam go na maki mo bla Mary. Mama bla fight bla piginin na talk em tasole asanguma kill him. What kind of country are we? We must strengthen the enforcement of our laws. We must make sure that our laws work. There is one more gap in our legal system that I have to mention. And again, it is a failure of law enforcement. Underneath law you mean now, as it stands, and I want to address this to the honorable members on this floor, Madam Assistant Speaker. Time wampla, Mary, Amy Karim wampla complaint ikam lo police o se man blonge mi paiti mem o suti mem lo knife o brukim lekhan blonge mo bagarapi mol pikinini. If the woman does not pursue the case as a complainant, the case is dropped automatically. Now in Australia, they have a no-drop policy. That means that suppose Mary emi poret longona koti mani walking despla bagarapi kamap longem. Policeman yeti can go na kiss him case na pursue it. And that is a change we need to make to our criminal laws to protect our women and girls. Plenty old man you may find out time complaint come lo Mary all Mary say go report him lo police like go na walk find him out na carry me come lo court. That's all Mary say go back na withdraw him. There are 18,000 cases a year of violence perpetrated against women and girls in our country. Leaders, 18,000. Those are police statistics. Out of the 18,000, only about 200 get convicted and sent to jail. Suppose me man lo paiti Mary or rape Mary me savals and law, the statistics show very clearly that the law will not be able to catch me. Biget blumi by gonda moyet. If 18,000 cases of violence against women and girls occur every year and only 200 end up in prison, we have a serious problem. Me like give him strong long police minister na ask him you me play walk lo try lo kiss him sample more through lo committee all walkman na walk Mary by stop inside lo display area lo deal want them all cases belong domestic na sexual violence. So you strong him inside long city blomibla long lay Mosby na Mount Hagen but look to lo Olga province and make sure we have special. And if I can request that they are female officers. Suppose you can make him all same, you will be doing a lot to help our women and girls out there. One plus something, me sabe looking me same, me feel you may need lo walking, lo talk English or call him positive discrimination. When we see that 50% of our population is unable to participate for various reasons in the economic and other developmental agendas of our country, we need to discriminate positively. You may need lo supporting more Mary, more long old man. Now a lot of people will say we need to support the men more. I think that in this country, middle old man, we have an unfair advantage. This is a country with a high level of violence that's going on that's only good for men in their prime. Suppose you marry, suppose you lapun, or suppose you piginini, this country is not for you. You strong blamanta soul, you can move forward in this country. We see that in everything, from elections, we see that in our communities, and that needs to change. Violence alone is not going to move this country forward. It is a country where men and women hold hands and contribute together. That's the kind of country that will move forward, as the chairman, the Honorable O.S. Parkop said. I would like to see at some point a bill being brought to the floor so we can make an amendment so that we can have independent enforcement of law. Police yet look him heavy come up, police yet he go lame complaint, yet work him investigation, yet prosecute him, yet finish him this case. Let us not put the burden of proof on the complainant, particularly in the case of abuse, domestic violence, or serious violence against women and girls. Because time heavy kisi Mary number one time na imi sanabi mem la ay blokot o fosi mem la walking statement yumi walking desla olga something antap lo desla Mary number two time ken. You know, leaders, yesterday, and because of the work we do, there was a video circulated of about 6 men raping a woman. I couldn't bring myself to watch that video. One of the rapists actually took the video of them doing it and posted it on social media. Me feeling olsem, there's no perpetrators here, only no poratim law block country. Only no poratim parliament where isabe walk him law. Because suppose only poret, only no kiss him video long, only at walk him something now, all by kira put him can go to public. They wouldn't have done it. There is a flagrant and very vigorous rejection of the rule of law in our country by some members of our communities. Government in need law so him strong long em through long police force, through long prosecutions, through long all judges. Now you mean hold him passing this like kind of line, make him sabe long all. If we have to build a bigger, stronger prison, or 2 or 3 prisons, so we can make sure that these people are punished. Me Billy Bossam Desla, and by cut him down kind bigger person. We must do our part, which is to bring the amendments and change the laws and toughen the laws. There's a suggestion where Governor Blomorbe make him, where he talk on chemical castration. It is done in other countries. Now, Misa, where you may plan the laugh. But if that bill comes on this floor, you will have the support, if that amendment comes here, of the people of ECP. It is time we send out a clear, strong message to perpetrators that MIPLA as a country, we are taking a serious stand against these things, just like we did with the Glassman bill. To conclude, Madam Assistant Speaker, Wante Molgata, all honorable leaders of this House, you know, one of the things you plan to you go house man or by talking you all same. You man, you have a duty to defend the women and girls in your community. I think you may plan to you missing on this house, you miss on this. And I think the call is now coming. We have our young people up there watching this session, plus our civil society, our women are sitting behind us. And I think it's very important that the men in this house show in one strong voice that we will stand up and defend our women and girls. It starts in this house.
Yeah.
It starts with our actions, leaders. We have already shown that we are willing, through the committees, through the law that we have already passed in this house, but we must do more. We must break the cycle of violence. We must catch the perpetrators, and we must put them away. That's the challenge me put in long government side, Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, one time leader of government business. We have good organizations, non-governmental organizations. The law that I brought here was drafted by volunteer Papua New Guineans who are working with the Tribal Foundation. There are many good organizations out there that are willing to draft laws for us. I am willing to bring a private member's bill or several private members' bills if the government will not do it. But I say again, to all the men in this House, it's up to us. Let us send a message that is going to tell our women and girls that we value them, and we will commit ourselves to creating a safe and secure environment for all of our women and girls. Thank you.